All right, good evening and welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana and I'll be hosting majority of the event tonight, but you'll get to hear from a few amazing women throughout just about an amazing program, product and opportunity that we found and that we love sharing. We hop on a couple of times throughout the week and just really share what sort of results we've had and an amazing opportunity that's changed our lives. So for me, I found this opportunity literally 21 months ago. I was working full-time as we do, I guess, trading time for money. My children were in full-time care, and at that time they were only 3 and the youngest was only 11 months. I just switched over from one role to a different one on promotion, and I had a whole new job to learn. Lots of driving, commuting, longer hours, taking work home with me, and I was on call. And for the first time in my life, my health was really deteriorating, both mentally and physically. And of course, I was missing my children. They were in full-time care. I was dropping them off at 6, picking them up at 6, and that's not why I had children, that's for sure. So something had to change, something had to give. I had been looking at a product called Juice Plus along with a few others, but for my husband. My husband's a typical bloke in that he only eats meat and potato, and I was really worried about inflammation for him in the future. So I had been researching that and completely forgot. But then, while I was working and slaving away in my job, a post came up on a local page, and it was all to do with health and wellness. Work around your children. All you needed was Wi-Fi. It was all natural, safe for the whole family with an amazing program. So it ticked a lot of boxes for me. So I reached out to a girl that I'd never met before, super skeptical, and it all sounded too good to be true. But I asked her 100 questions. I've owned a traditional business before, so I was really cautious in those questions, and I had many of them. But she was amazing in that she slowly came back with all those answers for me and obviously built a relationship with me. And then she asked me if I heard of the Juicy Body Transformation or Juice Plus. And I was actually really quite excited because I had heard of Juice Plus. I had done a bit of research on it, and I was quite keen to get going with it. So I jumped on board, me and hubby, and I thought I might as well do the business. Let's get the product a little bit cheaper. If I get it for free, well, that'd be great. If I made a bit of an income, that'd be awesome. 4 months in, I was able to go part-time, and within 10 months, I was able to leave my job. So I've been a stay-at-home mum now since January, not something I ever thought possible. Never was on my vision board to do so, because I knew I had to be bringing an income into our household, and I needed that adult interaction. But now this is what I get to do, and I'm truly blessed that this is my day, and I get to work it around my children, get to be kinder mum, get to be there for my husband, get to look after my health again, and meet lots and lots of beautiful people in that journey, help them with their health and with this opportunity. So what is Juice Plus? Juice Plus, literally the company has been around for over 47 years, but the product 27. Okay, the idea behind it is to bridge the gap in your diet or to increase an already healthy diet. So bridging the gap between what you are eating and what you should be eating. Our hero product is our fruits, vegetables and berries micronutrition in a capsule. Pretty cool in that you get an extra variety of 27 fruits, vegetables and berries into your diet each and every day, which is massive. Government states we should be having about 3 to 5, but science is suggesting with our busy lifestyles and with our depleted soil and depleted fruits and vegetables that it should be more along the lines to 9 to 11. And that's massive for a lot of people to do on a daily basis. Even though I am one of those crazy juicing smoothie 3 to 5 meal persons a day, I can't do that every day. Things change, and you're traveling or holidays, working around the kids. You can't just do that each and every day. What I love about Juice Plus, literally it's all whole foods. So the label itself I can read and understand without having to pull out a dictionary or have 3 science degrees behind me to figure it out. For instance, the vegetable blend has carrot, cabbage, kale, broccoli, beet, tomato, parsley and spinach. All things I know, all things from the ground, no synthetic, no artificial, no nasties in there, and there's no warning label on there. So if you can take the broccoli, beet, parsley, spinach, etc., then Juice Plus is quite safe for you, whether you are breastfeeding, whether you are pregnant. Unless you can't have the tomato or the cabbage or any of those, Juice Plus is safe for anybody, which is pretty cool. What I love about Juice Plus is it's our farms that our produce come from is literally 3 generations old. All right, our produce is purely just grown for our product, which is pretty cool because the produce that we pick up from our supermarkets on a weekly basis, we're actually getting a week or two later after it's been picked off the vine. And it's been picked off the vine well before its full nutritional value. You know, we like to eat an apple and a pear at that nice, ripe, firm, beautiful colour, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's at its full nutritional value. A lot of those nutrients don't go into the fruits and vegetables until the last 24 to 48 hours. The produce that's grown for these gets to stay on the vine until it is at its highest cellular level. It could be a crazy shape or an off color, but it doesn't matter because it's going straight into our capsules and it is at that high cellular level. From the vines, it's taken into our factories, which are co-located with our farms. So there's no need for any chemicals, waxes, sprays, or anything to go on our produce. The produce is then taken straight into our factories where it is washed and cleaned, and then it's popped on our conveyor belts ready to be pulped. All right, that includes our peels, pips, and even some stem, all those nutrients in there that we weren't getting before. And there's no heating involved, just, you know, like what we do with our vegetables. So all those nutrients get to stay there. In that pulping process, all the liquid and coincidentally the sugar is removed. And then in a cooling process, it's turned into the powder form, keeping all the live enzymes, micronutrients, and phytonutrients still all intact, which is pretty cool. And then capsulated into our vegan, vegetarian, soluble capsule. All right, then we swallow it. Obviously, when we swallow it, we all absorb nutrients differently. So within 3 to 7 minutes, it gets into the body and it goes to work. All right, that could be different for everybody because inflammation is different in each and every one. What results I'm going to get are going to be totally different to my husband as they would be to you. And honestly, you know, some results are really noticeable, some aren't. You're just getting that extra value of 27 fruits and vegetables and berries into your body every day, which is marvelous. And obviously, when you're putting something into your body like that at that high cellular level, like attracts like. You know, it's the same as if you eat a whole lot of salty chips and chocolate and sugary things or fried foods. You're going to want more of that, therefore feeling pretty crappy. But if you're fueling yourself with Juice Plus each and every day with our micro nutrition or our whole food capsules, at that high cellular level, like attracts like, you're going to want more of that and less of the crappier food. And then you know, so you're wanting less of that and you're going to be looking for more fruits and vegetables. So that craveability increases. What also starts to change is depending on your inflammation. So inflammation shows up in skin, in acne, psoriasis, eczema, all those things there in the skin are very noticeable for those people that suffer from those. Then you're looking at kidney, liver, bowel health, immunity, joint inflammation. It's really different in everybody. You really don't know until you take Juice Plus. And you probably think you're actually running it, you know, doing well health-wise and you're feeling quite good. But once you get Juice Plus in your body and you start running at that more opulent level, you really just don't know until you get it in there. So I love also that this product on its own has had over 36 peer-reviewed scientific studies done on it. That's crazy. Yes, Juice Plus helped fund those, but to get the gold label on there that they're peer-reviewed and all those studies are available for us to read at any stage is pretty amazing. We're a part, we've got 3 ongoing studies at the moment, and one we are a part of here in Australia and New Zealand, and that's the Kids Eat Free. So when any adult takes our capsules, they get to sponsor a child for free for 4 years between the ages of 4 and 18. So the child can either have the fruit and vegetable capsule if they're a bit older, or they can have it in a chew form. So it's the same powder that goes into the fruit and vegetable capsules, but it's all joined together with an all-natural plant-based tapioca. So it's a yummy chew. My little ones have been on it from day dot. And some of the results that are coming back in the study from that, again, are kids are pooping better, sleeping better, better cognitive behaviour. For my children, respiratory, skin, and then craveability. You know, they're going to the fruit basket or to the crisper instead of going to the pantry and looking for those, you know, the naughty treats. They're looking for the healthy treats, which is pretty cool. And that's an extra 17 varieties each and every day for your child. That's a huge relief for any parent because kids are so fussy as they're creating that those taste buds and that craveability and getting all those nutrients into their body while they're young and they're growing. That's massive for any child. So I love the chews and I love that we've got the health study to go with it because we're definitely a company with a heart, that's for sure. So that's our micronutrients, the oil in the engine, getting everything ticking over and working right, but you've got to fuel, you still got to eat. It's not there to replace a healthy diet in any shape or form, but we do have this amazing macro powder or complete powder, I should say, 2 yummy flavors, chocolate and vanilla. full of over 30 plant-based ingredients in there, covering your superfoods, your protein, your complex carbohydrates, your fiber, all from beautiful plant-based ingredients like broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, quinoa, millet, pomegranate, chickpea, all in there. You know, my 2-year-old's following in the steps of his dad at the moment, so super fussy. But if I can get him to have a smoothie in the morning along with his chews, I'm thrilled that he's getting all those beautiful green nutrients into his body before the day starts. So these are great for any family that are on the run in the morning, great for pre or post-workout shakes. They weren't designed to be a meal replacement, but if you add the right things and you've got weight to gain or weight to lose, they're great for that also. Great for, you know, afternoon sugar fix or for the kids when they come home after school. Brilliant that they've got obviously vitamin D from mushroom and pomegranate in there. They've got vitamin B, complex vitamin B niacin, which is a beautiful mood balancer. So when your body starts working better on the capsules and you add these, we're seeing massive results also with anxiety and depression. So we've got some wonderful recipes to go with those, and they make any green smoothie taste yummy. And then obviously Juice Plus just got to a stage where they felt that there was still one nutritional gap. So they went to work on an all plant-based omega, and they've come up with this beautiful variety that goes into our vegetarian capsule. So any vegetarian that hasn't been able to take the fish oil, and anyone else as well, because that aftertaste was quite strong for a lot of people. We've skipped the fish, gone straight to the algae, along with some other beautiful ingredients from sea buckthorn, pomegranate, tomato seed oil, raspberry seed oil, and safflower. So all beautiful ingredients that go in and help with brain development, eyes, and again, more joint inflammation. So it's pretty amazing that we've got this new product. It's only been with us a few weeks, but we're pretty psyched to have it. So that's literally our products, and we're really blessed because we come under an awesome team that have joined or created a wonderful program to work around these products. No calorie counting, it's deprivation free. It's called our Juicy Body Transformation, full of amazing recipes, over 400 recipes designed and built by the wonderful Kira Westwick. She's a nutritionist, a mum of 2, and she's an absolute foodie. She was actually on MasterChef 2014, runner-up. She's constantly adding more and more value to it. We've got over 7 ebooks. It's all online and free for all our customers for life once they take Juice Plus. All right, so we've got over 7 ebooks, including a gourmet cleanse, a detox. There's something there for the blokes. There's something there for the Thermomix lovers, the kids. It gets everybody into the kitchen wanting to create that variety and rainbow on a plate, and giving you, you know, that variety all the time to continue it. It's not a short fix. It's there really to help and guide you keep these healthy regimes happening with your family for life. So we love it. So I'm going to grab a couple of the girls to share some of their results on the product, just so you can hear from someone other than me and hear how different some of their results are. So I'm going to grab Tara. So Tara, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results have you had so far? And why do you love sharing it?
Hi, Jana. Juice Plus came into my life probably about, it'll be going on about 8 weeks now, and it was through the lovely Lindsay. And since we've been on it, it's just made a massive difference to me and my family. I have 3 boys, and the youngest being 1. And I suffered with postnatal depression after the second one, who is 2, and it was crazy having 2 under 2. But with my postnatal depression, I was medicated for it, and I found since after taking Juice Plus, my mood was so much better. I felt so much better just overall, like my well-being was massively improved. I've just felt unbelievably so much better, and I was actually able to go off my medication for my postnatal depression, which was a huge relief because it was horrible and I just hated it. And I found as well it's been a massive help for my 3 boys, because my middle boy is in daycare and he brings home all the germs as well as he just licks everything. So he's constantly got a runny nose. And since he's been on the chews, he just doesn't get sick anymore. It used to start with him and then it would go through the whole family, and it was just a never-ending cycle. And so far, since him being on it and all of us being on it, it's just stopped. We've all been well, and it's just been amazing. I just can't talk well enough about it. I just love it, and I sleep better, my skin's better, my boys eat better. They're constantly looking for fruit and vegetables rather than sweets, and I developed a massive sweet tooth as well, being pregnant so quickly. like twice in a row, and I just had really bad eating habits. And now I just no longer look for the sugar. I no longer look for the caffeine. I can function, and it's just been a godsend for us. So I just love it. Thanks, Jana.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. That's amazing. And you're still so new into taking the product. Like, it's only a matter of months. So I can't wait to see what you've done after you've, done a full completion of 4.
Definitely.
Awesome. And I'm going to grab Mads as well. Mads is going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's had so far, and why she loves sharing it.
Thanks, Jana. You'll have to excuse this. I've just noticed I've got baby snot on my jumper. So Juice Plus came into my life about at the end of May, and within 2 weeks I noticed my sleep. That was the biggest thing that I noticed first, was my sleep had changed. So I found myself during the days, I didn't pick up on it straight away, but I noticed during the day that I wasn't as tired and as sluggish in the afternoons as I used to be. I've got 2 kids, a 3.5-year-old, and my boy would have been about 7 months or 6 months at the time. And I was exhausted and I didn't want to play, and I just wanted to sort of sit them down and have some quiet time in the afternoons. But yeah, about 2-3 weeks into it, I didn't have that. I had no tiredness. I found myself falling asleep quicker. My little son, he was feeding still twice a night at that time, and it was exhausting, but I was sleeping deeper as well. So not only falling asleep quicker, but deeper. So it made a huge difference to my life, in just being able to cope with the 2 kids as well. And I was working part-time as well. So it was really exhausting, but it was amazing how just after a short amount of time, it had such a great change to me. And also with my eating habits, I didn't crave the packets of chips and the snacks after dinner as well. Like, I used to always go for the sweet option, a little bowl of ice cream with Jade or something like that. But I didn't have that. I'd have a couple of biscuits or a piece of fruit, some strawberries, like something, a sweet fruit. So along with the program and the products, I've got the shakes as well. So I've got the trio and the shakes. I've actually managed to get back to my pre-baby weight, and my partner noticed, and other people have commented. So it's really nice to feel that people have noticed the change in me as well as myself, which, it took a bit longer for people to notice, which they say, it's always a couple of months after that other people start to notice. But it was just, it's really nice when people comment, oh, you're looking good and all that sort of stuff. You're doing the right thing and you've chosen the right program to back you up. And my daughter has the Chews, and it just makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing by her, is giving her the right nutrition that she needs to keep growing and, keep developing that little brain of hers. And if she doesn't have a good feed one day, she's still chicken nuggets and corn and fish, but she's expanding her eating habits as well, I've noticed just recently. So it's taken her a bit longer, but yeah, it's been the best thing that we've done for our family. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. And it's just that, isn't it? Especially, I've watched your face then as you're talking then, and it's funny how much we light up as soon as we talk about our children and feeling, more, reassured, especially when we're getting the right things into their little tummies. And I think for a lot of us women, we might have been health conscious before, but you come so much more health conscious once you've got children. So I'm just going to squash a couple of those myths when it comes to the business side of things. A lot of people are super skeptic, and that was me. I wasn't skeptic because I thought it was one of those schemes from the 1970s, but I just didn't want to get caught in a trap where I'd be doing a lot of work for somebody else again, and I'd be peddling my pusher down the bottom, doing all the work for somebody sitting pretty at the top. I love what our company does and our whole business plan, because it's literally the opposite of that. We all get to the top of our business chain. There isn't one person sitting pretty in our organisation, and the only way we can do that is by linking arms and really helping any person that we show the opportunity to get each promotion and help them build up to that top position. And if we don't do that, we ourselves don't grow. So it's totally opposite. When I was in my government job, I was literally elbowing, kicking to, making sure it was all me. I've done all the work. I've gone and done all the training. I'm the one, doing all that to make sure I beat everybody so I could climb the ladder in my organization. But it's just totally different to this. This is all about relationship building, mentoring, coaching, and then helping people with their health with an amazing and beautiful program and product. So you're totally sort of blessed and rewarded every day by helping and listening to beautiful results just like those. And everybody's different. The other thing that I was really skeptical about, not skeptical about, but worried about when I said yes to this business was I didn't know enough people. I'd been so enclosed, the walls were caving in on me when I was working full time. I didn't have anyone on social media. I wasn't even using it a great deal. Was I going to know enough people? And I love that this business plan, again, you don't need to know many people. It's literally like when you're sitting on a train and, you start up a conversation with somebody beside you and they ask what it is we do. And I'm like, I just, I have an online business. I work from home and I help people with health and wellness. And they'll ask me what that's about. But the person beside me on the other side might hear and ask, I'm interested. What's that about? And then, you tell the person behind you, in front of you, all right, that's 4 people. What if they all turn around and tell the next people? You could have that whole carriage sort of knowing what you're doing before you even get off that carriage. And it's really how that our program talks. We don't do any hard cold selling or anything. We really just share our results, which is really wonderful. So I think I'm just going to jump onto the exciting part or the fun part, and that is really how we get paid. So like I said, we're really fortunate with our business plan, and here in Australia and New Zealand, we get to share ours with New Zealand with the same amazing business plan, but we can share in over 29 countries, both product, program and opportunity. But here in Australia, we get paid in retail profit, we get paid in commission, which builds up our residual income or our beach money. So that slowly builds up each and every month. But what we like to talk about is our bonuses. And that's mainly because the business is predominantly females. And even before we have children, we're always putting, ourselves to last. If we can take mum out for lunch, we'll take mum out for lunch. If we've got the car bills or we're trying to save or we are trying to have a holiday. But when we've got our children and our husbands, the hair never gets done. And nails, we don't have time to get our nails done or have a spa. And those little things can really light somebody up and really make them a better person. And then that overflows into their family. So our bonuses, we really do, suggest to our team is that they spend some of that on themselves. So when we come into this business, we start off as a virtual franchisee. Someone links arms with us and then guides us throughout the promotion levels. Now, these are just an incentive. You don't have to hit these bonuses. But if you do, it's giving you an idea on what sort of money's on the table later on, and it's some really great money on the table to grab. We help you get DVF done within the first 10 to 30 days. But the first big bonus we'd like to talk about is Senior Direct Virtual Franchise. Take no notice of the names. They don't mean a great deal. So you get that for getting the promotion. It means you probably shared the business with 1 to 2 people and you've helped quite a few people with the product. But what also happens with us in Australia and New Zealand is, the teacher also gets a $400 bonus for helping you get there, which is pretty cool. And don't forget, you yourself are now becoming the teacher because you've already introduced this opportunity to 1 to 2 people. The next one is Sales Coordinator, and that's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. All right, you probably introduced the business to maybe, 3 to 5 people by then. And again, you're helping your little team that's slowly growing, your little tribe. You're attracting the same sort of people and you're helping them and guide them because, you want to help these guys get DVF. You want to help them get SDVF so you get the teacher bonus and they get their bonus. And you want to help them stay hot on your heels to get SC so you get your SC bonus and you also get the teacher bonus when they hit there. The next one is Senior Sales Coordinator, and this is when things start to change a little bit when you hit this one, where you're feeling it, where you're filling in your time, how you're doing your business, and that's a $1,200 bonus for you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. All right, and you probably shared the business by then, sort of with 5 to 10 people, but then underneath these beautiful people, you've probably got another 10 or so people a part of your team. So I'm just going to grab one more person who's going to share tonight, and that's Rebecca. She's going to share how the business came into her life, what exciting things have happened to her so far, and what she's looking forward to in the future. All yours.
Hi everyone. Thanks, Jana. So how Juice Plus came into my life was actually through a friend on Facebook. I was following her little stories and her journeys, and a post of hers reached out to me, and resonated with me, and I reached out to her, and here I am 5 months down the track. So pretty much I'm a nurse myself, so being in the health industry just made common sense to me. So that's why this business made so much sense to me. Being in the health industry is always like working together as a team, and this is what Juice Plus has provided for me, to be able to work as a team and be part of the self-development is continuous with here. Also, what results have happened, I'm sleeping better. My kids are actually eating better. They're actually wanting everything out of the fridge, nothing out of the cupboard. They're sleeping better through the night. I've even found with my 3-year-old, I have 2 kids, so one 3-year-old and an 18-month-year-old, and I'm actually found with my 3-year-old, her mood swings at times, even though she's a female, are improving, and her thinking skills are improving as well. She actually can focus on something a lot longer than what she used to be able to. She's very short-tempered and bit hot-headed like her mother. And why I love sharing this business is pretty much what I said before. It's all part about being a part of the community and all coming together. Being a nurse is very important to me, and I love being a nurse. I love helping people with their health. So to be able to put pure gold into your body and to be able to share that to the world and with your friends and family, then it just completely makes sense to me. That's my little share. So thank you, Jana.
Awesome. Thank you. Amazing. A nurse, and I love it how she says liquid gold. So every time she shares something like that, I love it. Beautiful. So, a couple of things that she didn't say is, her husband's FIFO. So for her to go to work and to leave her children in care all the time, it's just about impossible, really. And, no one wants to have daddy away and mummy then having to, work as well. So having this little bit of extra income and building this business on the side is massive for her beautiful little family. So the next one is QNMD. All right, that's a $1,500 bonus for you and a $1,500 bonus for your teacher. All right, and then the top one, like I said, like a CEO in traditional business, but, only better. There's not a set wage there, but you do get a $3,000 bonus. Only you do. Your teacher doesn't, because they're earning way too much money by them. You're on about 80 to 120,000, and that's just the beginning. You can keep growing this business, or you can sit on the beach for half the year and let it just keep clicking over. But it's all about relationships. It's really about helping people, meeting them where they're at with an amazing product, program, and then opportunity. Some people come into the business purely because they love the product. They want it a bit cheaper. Others because they love it. They've had great results. They want to share it with the world. Others because they want to pay off their credit card. And then for many, it's really they want, this could be the vehicle to change their life. It definitely wasn't something I was predicting or looking for. So I've always, loved that fact that I can share that. And but really for me, the whole self-development, the relationships and the community that I've got from this has been the best part, the icing on the top, I should say, because there's no way I thought I would have been doing events like this. I'm not saying that everyone has to do these either. But if you are watching this either tonight or as a recording, thank you so much for watching. Someone's cared enough for you to send this on for you to watch. So if we didn't get all your questions answered, please reach out and get those questions answered, and hopefully we get to see you again soon. So thank you everybody for sharing tonight, and good night, and I'll see you all soon.